Anytime I get the opportunity to do a show that talk about resources, then I'm particularly thrilled and happy because during these few years that I have lived, I have discovered that a lot of people, a lot of resources go untapped. And then if in fact people could become more familiar with resources in many endeavors, including going into business, then they would be better served and advantaged as a result of the utilization of those resources. So today, I have with me two young ladies who come offering a very, very significant, impactful, and measurable resource as it relates to business, going into business, getting assistance with business, starting a business, and things of that nature. And I cannot overemphasize, particularly to the consuming public, that sometimes we will be amazed at the kind of help and assistance we could get if, in fact, we would try to do the research to find the resources that can assist us in whatever we are trying to do. It could be economic, educational, political, spiritual, what have you. There are resources out there. But today, we're going to talk about a business resources, which is a business resource, which is the Small Business Development Center. And today, I have with me Ms. Lisa Rackley and Mr. Theresa Robinson of the Small Business Development Center. And Lisa, let's start with you. Just talk generally about the general mission of the Small Business Development Center, commonly known as Sbdc.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you for having me today. Thanks for having us today, Mr. Haversham. My name is Lisa Rackley, and I'm the Area Director of the University of Georgia Small Business Development Center located here in Macon. And the Sbdc is part of the public service mission of the University of Georgia, and we work with new and existing businesses throughout the state. Our office here in Macon serves 19 counties in the Middle Georgia area, with Bibb and Houston being our largest counties. And we provide consulting services to small business owners at no cost, as long as they meet the SBA size standards and are for-profit entities. So we can work with small business owners through their startup phase. We can work with them with financial projections and business plans, marketing plans, strategic planning. We offer a wide variety of resources to the small business owners in our 19 county area that we cover. Our funding comes in part from the U.S. Small Business Administration and the state through the university.
That is so outstanding, and that's important. And I hope that we're making notes of all of those areas of assistance that are possible through the Sbdc. Ms. Robinson, just talk a little bit about what you do, and talk a little bit also about some personal experiences. I know that you and I have collaborated on some of your clients, and they all seem very excited about having that kind of resource and having someone to assist them with whatever their problems are. It could be marketing or a business plan or development or what have you. So talk a little bit about, your function and what you do.
Okay, well, my role here at the UGA Small Business Development Center is that of a business consultant. I was hired on last year as a CARES business consultant. So we were able to get some funding from our government, basically, to help small businesses thrive. And so with that, there were about 11 business consultants hired across the state, and I was one of those. And so my role here is to help start up small businesses and aspiring entrepreneurs. So I get them as they are concepting what they want to do, as they're envisioning what their plans are, and I help them think through how they're going to get from point A to point B. And so we are able to provide them resources such as one-on-one, no cost consulting, and all of our consulting is confidential. And there is a form that they have to complete that the SBA requires and the Sbdc requires. So we keep that confidentiality very prominent throughout the process as we are working with our startups. Well, with any client, actually, they don't have to be a startup. They can already be in business when they contact us. So, but my role is primarily to help those who are starting a business and who are aspiring to be an entrepreneur.
Oh, that is so outstanding. And you know, I have found, and either one of you can address this, and it's so important. You know, you got a lot of artisans and technicians, and you got a lot of people who may have a skill, you know, and I'm sure I'm talking to somebody out there because too often people think because they are a good carpenter, you know, that they are ready to be a general contractor. Uh, because they are occupational therapists, they think they are ready to go in the business and, you know, get a storefront for occupational therapy. But there are so many steps. There is so many intricacies, if you please, of trying to start a business or be in the business. And, you know, one of which is a business plan. So talk to me about, you know, what kind of advice do you give them, particularly as it relates to a business plan? You know, because what happens, what should happen is that, you know, a lot of people's minds need to be changed. I hate to say it, but it's so true, you know, as it relates to going into business. And what it's doing is saving them because you can lose a lot of money. So talk, if you would, about the process and, you know, and how you kind of talk to them and explain to them and the steps they need to take, etc.
So Lisa, do you want to take that one or?
I'll let you take that one, Teresa.
Okay, all right. Well, so as I am meeting with a client for the first time, I tell them what we do here. And one of the things that we share with them is that a business plan is key for their business, whether they are going to a lender for a loan, they still need a plan. And that plan is their roadmap for the future of their business. And that business plan is a living document. And so it's going to, once you create it, you're going to look at it again in a couple of years to see where you are, and you're going to update that business plan. And this is what I tell my clients. You never know, even if you're not going to a lender, you never know when you might be somewhere and you strike up a conversation with someone and it's an angel investor. And an angel investor wants to invest in your business. You're looking for a location to operate your business, and you never know when someone's going to bless you. And so have that business plan ready, because you don't have the luxury of time if someone wants to give you a gift. So that's one of the things that I tell them. You know, we have a document that we provide to all of our clients if they don't have a business plan, and it tells you what should be in the business plan. It tells you the contents. And so what we tell our clients is, it is most important that your business plan is plain, that it's clear, it's concise, and it doesn't have to be any number of pages. For instance, you don't have to have a 30-page plan. Your plan only needs to be as many pages as it needs to be for you to convey to whoever you are giving that plan to, for instance, a lender, for you to be able to convey how much money you need, in other words, your sources of funds, and then how you're going to use the money, your uses of funds, and how you're going to repay the money. And those are three key things. Now, the other thing that we tell them is, it's great for a lender to know who you are on paper. So when you write your biography in your business plan, make it plain, make it accurate, but brag on yourself. talk about your experiences, your qualifications, your education. And if you don't have any experience in the area that you are seeking to go into business, then gain some experience in that area. So, the business plan is basically your roadmap to success to run your business. And that's what we share with our clients.
Now, I don't think, Lisa, that the resources that you all offer are limited to startup businesses, although that's Theresa's primary focus. What about existing businesses, Lisa? And what about the process? How does one apply? Or how does one contact Sbdc to solicit your help and your services?
Okay, so we also do work with existing businesses. They make up probably about 75% of who we work with. And we can help existing businesses with expansion plans, with strategic planning for those businesses that are larger and ready to move to the next level. We can offer strategic planning. We have access to industry research and industry financial information that we can share with those business owners and demographics as well. We have an HR review process that we can go through. We can go through with our clients to help them look at their HR processes and make sure they're up to date and everything is taken care of. So we do offer that. One of the areas where a lot of small business owners may get tripped up are the financials. And I can't stress enough the importance of the financials and keeping your records up to date and meeting with your accountant so that you can make sure you know where you are and have your finger on the pulse of your business as far as the numbers. We also we have a system where we can spread your tax returns so we can show you trends year over year so that you can see, well, I've succeeded here, or I've done better here, or this has dropped. So we offer that service as well. One of the things I tell small business owners is the numbers are important. You have to know your numbers so you can drive your business wherever it is you want it to go, but you have to be in touch with your numbers. Sometimes we help clients read their financial statements, their income statement and balance sheet, or look at their tax return and understand the numbers and where they come from. So all of these services are available to the small business owners. And if you call our office, 757-3609, you will reach our program coordinator, usually Trudy. Lawrence answers our phones most of the time, and she'll ask you a series of questions, or whoever you talk to on the phone is going to ask you a series of questions. We may ask you to do a little homework so that we know where you are in your business. But if you call our office, we will we'll speak with you, and then we'll either ask you to do a little bit more, or we'll go ahead and schedule an appointment and get you in with a consultant. And that number, our local number, 757-3609.
That is so outstanding. Thank you very much. I'm reminded of an expression that I heard just last week, which is if you take care of business, business will take care of you. So Sbdc is designed to help you take care of business. I understand that you all got an exciting event coming up. It's called the Women in Business Summit. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. It's actually called Women of Business 2021, Blazing the Way. And it is a virtual summit, October 21st from 9 to 3. We are partnering with Megan Magazine again this year to bring this virtual summit to the ladies of not only Middle Georgia, but to the state, since it's a virtual conference, a virtual summit. Cox is our presenting sponsor, so we're glad to partner again with them in 2021. But we are featuring a wonderful lineup of ladies from the Middle Georgia area who will come and speak about their businesses, speak about their experiences. It's really exciting. So we are presenting it again this year, and we're so happy to do that. We made a decision back in February to stay virtual, and we are so pleased with our decision now. So we're going to do it one more year virtually, which is 2021.
Okay, and that date is, what's that date?
It's October 21st, 2021, and it's from 9 to 3, and it is a virtual summit. So you can log into our website or go to georgiasbdc.org training and find the summit and register for the summit. We have 3 panels this year, and we're really excited about our panelists. We have a panel called Influencers and Trailblazers. These are the ladies who refuse to be stopped. Dr. Melinda Robinson Moffett is going to be our moderator for that panel. We also have a Fireproof Your Business panel, which is moderated by Kathy Cox. And we're excited to have this group of ladies, which features those team members that you need for your business, including a lender, an insurance agent, an accountant, and an attorney. Our lunch session is going to feature Terry Harper, Bristol Medical. And then we also will be joined by Susanna Maddox, with Macon Magazine, who will tell us how to tell your story. So we're really excited, again, to partner with Susanna and Macon Magazine. Actually, we have 2 more panels, and one is a fire starters panel. These are ladies who have pivoted in business and nailed it. And then finally, we have our rapid fire. The last session of the day is a rapid fire Q&A, and it's related to marketing. And we will feature a Facebook expert and an Instagram expert. So that panel is going to be moderated by Jessica Walden. So we are really excited about our lineup this year, and just so happy to bring the ladies of Middle Georgia together again.
Oh, that is so outstanding, and that is so exciting. So, Theresa, who should attend? I mean, who should be interested in coming? And
Everyone. And we want everyone to attend. And you don't have to be female to attend. You can be a male and attend. You know, the information that we're offering is great for every small business or every business in general. And so, as Lisa said, it's not just for citizens of Macon and Middle Georgia, it's for the whole state of Georgia. And I will tell you, I'm communicating with people even outside of Georgia and saying, hey, if you own a small business, join us on October 21st and learn from these incredible small business owners and community business leaders. We are so proud of the women who agreed to serve as speakers this year. And the diversity hits every letter in the word diversity. I mean, you know, from their backgrounds to, you know, what they do every day and who they are for this community. And we're just so excited, and they are excited now that we're beginning to get our information out in social media. They're excited and they're sharing it. So anyone can attend. And just to share, there is a nominal fee this year of $69, but it's going to be worth every dollar that you invest, and especially if you're a small business owner or an aspiring owner.
Well, that's a small amount of money to get a PhD in business. You know, if you were to attend this conference, it's almost like getting a PhD because of the kind of information that's going to be imparted. I saw in your magazine, and you can tell us how to get a copy of it, but in teasing the conference or the summit, I saw you featured 3 women. One of them was Virginia Shaw, the other one was Kathy Cox, and the third one was Alicia, what's her name?
Ariel Young.
Area Young. And then, you know, and that just gave me a feel of how important it is to have women who are successful in business, but not only that, how available these successful women are and how abundant they are. You know, I hate to tell you this, but you know, women are outpacing men, and I know you all know this, as it relates to business. So I'm gonna encourage the hard heads, men, you know, to kind of join the summit to see how much to try to learn something, because you know women business owners and women business individuals are outpacing, you know, men, not only as it relates to income, but as it relates to startup and success and things of that nature. So it seems to me, and I ain't too bright, that we might can learn something.
Well, we are already working on our lineup for 2022. I have a list on the board behind my desk. You guys can't see it. I've already started. And we do feature ladies from our area, the Middle Georgia area. And that's very important to me. It's very important to our office also to feature all of these ladies. And we haven't had a problem filling the panels for the last 2 years. And we, like I said, we've got the list started for next year. So we're excited about that also.
Well, they're very, very dynamic speakers, and they bring something to the table. They bring the kind of experience and success to the table that can benefit all of us. And since you just told me that men can come, I'm going to sign up, because, you know, although this is not Clairol, I can still learn a lot, you know, as it relates to business. So I'm excited about that. So,
Hey, Alex, can I add one more thing?
ma'am.
The first 100 people who register will receive a boutique bag full of thoughtful gifts. And we want you to have those thoughtful gifts that are in this beautiful bag. And so go ahead and get registered. The first 100, you get a boutique bag complimentary of the UGA Small Business Development Center and Macon Magazine and Spa Medical.
Yeah, right. Now, how does one, and I saw that in the newsletter. Now, is there a newsletter both physical and electronic? And how does one sign up for your newsletter?
Okay, so the newsletter is electronic. If you want to call our office and give us your email address, we'll put you on our newsletter. Or if you want to register for the conference or go check us out and see the agenda. Theresa, what's the quick URL?
Well, you can go to Georgia, Sbdc.org, training, and go to the month of October. That's an easy way. Another way is you can go to Macon at georgiasbdc.org. And when you click on the information on Google, it will take you directly to our page, and you scroll down and you click on Women of Business, and it will open up for you to register.
Wow, wow. Well, that's very, very good. And I'm sure that in your marketing, particularly your electronic marketing, you have a link where people can go.
We do.
Immediately, yes. and register. I want to introduce these ladies again. This is a call to action. I'm your host, Alex Habersham, interviewing Miss Lisa Rackley, who's, I'm going to call her director of the local Sbdc office, and that might not be her exact title, but y'all know what I mean. And then we, Miss Theresa Robinson, who is working with them, caseworker. I'm gonna call it that. That ain't the right title, but that's okay. She will take that. But the most important thing are not the titles.
That's
the
right.
most important things are the functions and what they are doing and the kind of resource that they offer to all businesses. And let me tell you, nobody knows everything. And the one thing that I quickly want to say is that if you're interested in going into business, and if you think you want to be an entrepreneur or a business person, then do all you can to make sure that you got your I's dotted and your T's crossed, and that will play a significant role in whether or not you are successful. And today I'm talking to, you know, an organization that can assist you in that endeavor, known as the Georgia Small Business Development Center. And we have an office here locally, and their offices throughout the state. But if you can just Google Georgia Small Business Development Center, I know the website is georgiasbdc.org because I've been to it so much and I've recommended so many people to it. Y'all, let's get a pardon statement from each of you before we close out. Theresa?
Well, Alex, thank you for the opportunity to share this worthwhile information with Macon in Middle Georgia. And we encourage you to register today, $69. Go ahead and get that beautiful boutique bag with the gifts in it. But most importantly, join us on that day for some networking with some very smart and very wonderful women in the Middle Georgia area. I guarantee you're going to learn something you didn't know. And you don't want to miss any part of it. If you can spend the whole day with us, please do, from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. Or if you have to come and go, look at the agenda and just join us, because we pretty much guarantee you're going to learn something that you don't already know by being with us on that day.
Lisa?
Yes, sir. Thank you again for having us today. And please join us for our Women of Business 2021 Blazing the Way. If I could just take this last minute to give a shout out to our amazing sponsors. Macon Magazine is our partnering sponsor again. Mrs. Susanna Maddox, and Cox is our presenting sponsor this year. We have the Office of Small Business Affairs as one of our sponsors, Spa Medical, Atrium Health, Navicent, and South State Bank. So,
And Georgia Power.
And Georgia Power, and that's on the next page of my agenda.
Didn't want you to leave Georgia Power.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So we're so happy to have these sponsors again for our program. We couldn't do it without them, and we're excited to bring this program to the ladies of Middle Georgia, featuring the ladies of Middle Georgia. But since it's a virtual program, you can attend wherever you are throughout the state and outside of the state.
Yeah.
So thank you again for having us, Mr. Haversham.
You're so very welcome, and you don't have to be a lady to attend either, because it's available for ladies and men. This is a call to action. I'm your host, Alex Haversham, having provided you very, very significant information on the Women in Business Summit, which is going to be, what's that date again?
October 21st, 2021, from 9 to 3.
And it's called Blazing the...
We're Women of Business 2021, Blazing the Way.
All right, that's such an appropriate title. So I have interviewed Ms. Lisa Rackley and Ms. Theresa Robinson of the Small Business Development Center. That phone number is 478-757-3609. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you can tell that I got I know how important they are and the kind of resources they provide. So I got them right here. I got them locked in, just like on the phone. I got them locked in. So you need to do the same thing, particularly if you're in business. Learn more information about them, but most importantly, go ahead and participate in that summit, because I'm sure you'll learn something. Because in conclusion, if you take care of business, business will take care of you. Have a great day.
www.makingblackpages.com